is everything. It is the foundation for everything. My name is Ablade Glover, Professor Ablade Glover. I taught at the university for 30 years. With the support of many people, including number one is my wife, we are able to achieve this and build a gallery that is today recognized. People know that there is a gallery in Ghana. All visitors, when they enter Ghana, sometimes they have the name already. They come and ask, where is the Artist Alliance Gallery? And we are very grateful about that. And we're proud we've been able to do this for the Ghanaian artists, that art will grow, flourish, will develop in Ghana. For me, really, if we were going to teach any subject in the nation, in our schools, and raise up human beings, the number one thing that should be given to them, not ABC, creative thinking. I hope you understand creative thinking, that your mind works. Your mind sees something and it sees beyond that. That is creative thinking. When the mind, the eye see things, it goes to the mind, of course, and the mind processes what we see. And when your mind begins to work beyond what you have seen, then you will say you are thinking creatively. You see something beyond. Whoever created us, and again I'm using the word create, whoever created us was creative himself, and he endowed in us that creative thinking that should make us conquer the environment around us, to subdue the world. That is what the Bible says, subdue the world and live in it. And we need to educate everybody, not only artists, everybody, whatever subject you are in. You think creatively, then your work will progress. When people think creatively, they produce things. When they can't think creatively, they don't produce anything. They collect and they buy, they sell. That's all they do. Today, go onto our streets. Everybody is selling something. Nobody wants to create anything. When you see this one selling kinky, then you also go and start cooking kinky. You can't think otherwise. We need creative thinking. And creative thinking is everything. Everything. By practice. I think success lies in practice, actual practice. And not telling a story, not telling stories to children. Yes, teaching like I did helped. It helped me. But the thing to succeed, one needs to practice. And when one practices, the world environment, people will notice it. And when people will notice it, I tell my colleagues, my students first when I started teaching, everybody asks that question, when do I begin to sell? When do I get money? Do I have no money? How can I buy materials? And I say, yes. I tell them, you sell, begin to sell until you sell. So sometimes it's not even necessary to sell your work to the person who comes. You can even give it free. You can give it, donate it. Somebody is going to show you your work. And this week or this last week, I got examples of it where some woman from Nigeria came here, saw my work years ago, and had always wanted to meet the person and buy his work. So he came here. When he arrived in Ghana, he was asking questions, and we said, "Oh, that's Professor Glover. He lives in that building." So she came here and bought a painting. It's just because he saw one and was captured by it. You cannot buy a painting if the painting hasn't captured your spirit. You need to get into it. And so my pleasure of an artist is simply that I have done something. You come and you look at it and you want to dish out some dollars or CDs to take that work away. It means that work has captured you, isn't it? Open their eyes. People don't open their eyes. People have eyes closed. I tell you, people have eyes closed. Sometimes when I look at it, years ago, and I tell this story a lot. It's not a story, it's a true story actually. When I was living in Kumasi, some contractors in Accra have ordered some paintings, a painting from me, and I was coming to deliver the painting for them. I was driving in my car with the driver. The driver was driving, and I was sitting with the driver, and I was holding. We put the painting on top of the car, so a bit we tied a bit, but I know that kind of thing that carries. So I was holding the painting like this in the car, holding the car. And somehow I might have forgotten, or I might have, my hand had got tired. So I left it. And we traveled for some time, and I realized, hey, where's the painting? The painting is no more there. So we stopped. When we stopped, we realized the painting had flown away. So we started going back to check in the streets. And we got to a village. All the villagers, they collected a painting from the street. Now, the painting was like this, and the villagers, I don't know, I'm not sure whether the chief was part of it, but the chief must have been part of it. Children, adults, they have gathered, and they are doing this. They bend down, they are looking at the painting from the bottom. It was so funny. It was extremely funny. When we got there, we thought, oh, who's this? Who got this? They said, oh, it was lying in the street. They got it. Okay, Peter Masi. Who did it? Who saw it? And so I gave them, and they were surprised that I give him money for this. You know, it tells you the stage of appreciation. They couldn't believe that you would give them money because of this thing. But that's what I did. I thank them. I'm grateful that they also, so we took back the painting and put it on the rack. I come to the realization that people have their eyes closed all the time. They see, they don't see, you know, unless they look. You make them look, and then, So yes, we need to open people's eyes. People must be taught to have their eyes open all the time. And if we have our eyes open, we will begin to appreciate the things around us. Whether it's filth and dirty that we must get rid of, or whether it's great and beautiful that we must keep. And we therefore put around us things that are aesthetically pleasing. That's the thing. If we know what is beautiful, what is nice, what is spirit encouraging, we'll gather those things around us. If our thinking is on things that are rubbish, we'll gather things rubbish around us. So yes, for the human race to develop, you need to develop the mind, and seeing, looking, having your eyes open, and appreciating the environment and improving the environment. Without improvement in the environment, it's just all rubbish. We have a lot of rubbish in gutters in Accra. People don't appreciate that people sit in it. If you go to a market, in our streets, even in our towns, look, people actually sit in. They forget that they are sitting in rubbish, filth. They don't appreciate that. No. I think our education must be laid on the foundation of creativity, creative thinking. That is my number one. I will stress that any day. I'll stress that any day. Yeah, so Spoon, I have great expectation for art in Ghana. Today, even today, Do you know, I told you, we started this thing about 25, 30 years ago. Not 30, it's about 30 years ago. We started this thing. And some of the young artists we started with are now selling properly. They are living. I know a few of them, my colleagues, not my colleagues, my students, I taught, that came out and they were working. They have built their own homes. If they were working in teaching or working in the banks or whatever they would have been, they wouldn't have been able to achieve that. So yes, apart from the great satisfaction one gets, and when you are satisfied in life, you are always successful. When you are satisfied, people are never satisfied. We chase things. We see people with cars, then you won't buy that car. You know, that kind of thing. No. When you have inner satisfaction, then you grow as a human being. And then, of course, the outward prosperity will begin to emerge. But there are people chasing all sorts of things around us, all over the place. They are chasing things, and they're never satisfied, no matter how much. It's because they are not happy with what they're doing. I think the nation needs to look after the people, and particularly people in the arts. What the nation needs to do for them is to get a window on their work. A window on the work is art galleries. They can be helped in many ways, but for me, I think first art gallery, so that when people visit like this, they get to Ghana, they want to know where the artist is. The only place you can find the artist's work is in the gallery. Plus, it keeps our history. It tells a lot of things. It is the very place that we bring. It's like we deposit things, precious things. Yes, I think the nation needs to begin to shape up.